Hi, my name is Angie Jenkins and I'm a certified health coach with Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Michigan. I'm going to show you how to make a healthier version of lasagna today. To start, for a time saver, what I like to do is get the water boiling for the noodles and then get the beef started. I usually like to use a sirloin, which is 93% fat-free, so it's got just that 7% of fat, but ground chicken and extra lean ground turkey are also great options to use for this as well. While I'm waiting for these guys to brown up and simmer up, I like to go ahead and cut up my vegetables. Okay, so I'm gonna go check on my beef here. Now, I like to flavor my beef, just again to try to get as many flavors incorporated as possible. And one of my favorite spices to use is garlic pepper. I also like just a very, very light bit of salt. And I also like the fresh ground cracked pepper. And I see our water is boiling, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in some noodles. I usually only put in between 6 and 8 noodles. I also really like the whole wheat and whole grain noodles. I have gone ahead and drained the noodles. They're cooling off right now. I've also drained our beef and I'm gonna incorporate that into our sauce right now. I like to bring this up to a boil once I have the beef and vegetables all incorporated into the sauce. It really helps to marry the flavors together. So there, I think we've got the beef incorporated. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my veggies. And then I'll just go ahead and mix it all together. As I mentioned, we'll bring it to a boil and then we're ready for layering. First, I like to go ahead and just put a little bit of sauce down in the pan before I put the noodle down, just to kind of avoid it sticking. I like to try to put, depending on the pan size, it looks like we're gonna go with 3 noodles in this pan down for each layer. I use just the cottage cheese, the low-fat cottage cheese. A lot of people like the ricotta, but again, this is a healthier version, so that'll help cut out some of the fat and calories. So now we have the cottage cheese down. Now we'll go ahead and put a layer of our sauce. Okay, that looks good, and now I'll go ahead and do 3 more noodles. A little more cottage cheese. And now we will just go ahead and top with the rest of our sauce that we've made. I go ahead and bake this on 350 degrees for about, depending on your oven, I check it a half an hour into it to see how it's going. And I go ahead and put a little bit of mozzarella 2% cheese on the top just to add a little bit of extra flavor and binding to it. So we're gonna throw our salad together while the lasagna is cooking, and all I'm gonna do are add these handy dandy vegetables that we've already cut up for our spaghetti sauce. Add these guys in. Give it a little toss. Easy as that. Now we can go relax until the lasagna is done. Pull it out of the oven here and add our cheese. Okay, and let's put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Now, I don't know about you, but when I have lasagna or spaghetti, I have to have some garlic bread. So I'm gonna go ahead and very lightly butter our toasted bread, and then add just a little bit of garlic powder on it. So our lasagna has finished cooking for 45 minutes and we're just gonna go ahead and cut it. I have let it cool here for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can certainly let it cool longer if you have some other things that you need to do. So we have our healthy lasagna, our homemade healthier garlic bread, and our delicious salad paired with some water for a delicious and healthy meal. Enjoy!